Coming one more again for your mind. BMT definitely is this bonking. Hold up, we got them black men talking. Brothers out of Texas, ain't no stopping when our minds get to popping. Yeah. Black men talking. Black men talking. Hold up, we got the black men talking. Black men talking. Black men talking. Hold up, we got the black men talking.
Hey! All right, y'all, this is Black Men Talk. You know what time it is. And if you don't, you better ask somebody. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't be.
How's it
That was a
going?
groove, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. How's it going, Daryl?
It's going good, man. I'm happy to be here today. Happy that God saw fit to wake each and every one of us up so that we can get this show on the road.
All right. Sounds good. You came in clear a little bit, but it's still showing unstable connection. So, you know, it's all good as long as they can hear you. What's going on, Bernard?
What's good, fam? We here just chilling. I'm getting ready to get this thing on. Feeling good.
All right. And I am Jeremiah Bostic, if I forgot to tell y'all. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this copyright out the way because, you know, we got some haters. And we got to make sure that we are legal and ready to roll, all right, before we show these videos and get to talking about it. Here we go. All right, all right. First up is Pastor. Let's see, I got him down here. Pastor Iven D. Ursery II. And matter of fact, all of our topics for this show is going to be featuring pastors. All right. So we got 3 pastors, 2 different subjects. All right. Here's the first one. Pastor Iven D. Ursery II. Here we go.
Are we actually in a place where the only way you can be black and stand with your people is to be a Democrat? Now, if that's where we are, we're the dumbest people on the face of the planet, and we're the only people in America who operate that way. You can be white and be a Republican or a Democrat, Hispanic and be a Republican or a Democrat, praise the Lord, whatever, and be a Republican or a Democrat. But if you're black, the only way you can be an authentic black person is to be a Democrat. That's stupid. And you know what it means? It means that explains why we spend half the time, or maybe even more, out of power. I've said for years, we need to operate politically, and I want to make this clear, in a way where both parties will compete for our vote. When one party knows that they're going to get your vote no matter what, you get nothing from that party. When another party knows that they're not going to get your vote no matter what, you get nothing from that party. So then you end up in no man's land. We are not married to the Democrat Party. People have a right to choose. And if you choose to be a Democrat, if you choose to be a Republican, if you choose to be independent, as I am, that doesn't make you more black nor less black. It means you're an American participating in the process. And God is on our side. Now, if we want to talk about whose side God is on, it's the Democrats who are pushing same-sex marriage. It's the Democrats who are pushing letting children get mutilated, little 8-year-old boys getting turned into girls. It's the Democrats who are 100% in their platform behind abortion and abortion rights up till the time of birth. If we start talking about whose side God is on, you got to dismiss most of the scripture to be a Democrat. Well, there are other things. What other things? What's more important than life? Trump ain't no good. Yeah, but he signed an executive order to protect Christians. He's no good, but the polls show that Christianity now has leveled off and is going back on the rise again since he's been in office. You just got to do your homework. Now you start talking about whose side God is on. No, the question not whose side God is on. The question is the question Moses asked. Who's on the Lord's side?
All right, y'all. Who's on the Lord's side? Anthony, what you think?
I'm just glad somebody finally said it. You know, the big matter for me is the big takeaway from what he had to say was about the fact that if you black, you just automatically supposed to be a Democrat. Um, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Um, and he said, and what he said, every other race, every other ethnicity has the right to be whatever, and it's not a problem. But everywhere I have ever gone, it's automatically assumed that I'm a Democrat. It's ridiculous. How and he was right.
Mhm.
How are we supposed to
Um,
get anywhere if our leverage is not really leverage?
right. Bernard, what you think?
Well, I agree on a lot of the points that he mentioned. Um, he is kind of right. They kind of push us all into a little box, like we belong in this little box and we can't go outside the box or step outside the lines. But the reality is, people need to start using a little bit of free choice. You know what I'm saying? You have your own mind. You don't have to be a follower. But what you can do is your research. Find out which party best fits what you want to do, right? It doesn't matter if it's an independent, a Democrat, or a Republican. But if you just go with your own mind, you know what I'm saying, instead of following what the next man do or what someone tell you to do, then you can make your own choice, right? And that's what I feel. The best takeaway from that is he's trying to tell you, look, don't let everybody just push you into a box. Make some own decisions. Think about what you're doing and kind of think before you talk.
What you got, Bernard? Pastor D.
All right, now, many know that I am a light Democrat, which means I believe in the democratic ways, but I also vote some Republican ways. I feel that this pastor was right on point. You need to find you a political party that best fits you. That best fits you. Um, Another thing I also believe is that when we vote or we um, register to vote, I should say, we should register for the party that not only fits you, but your surroundings. What's going on politically in your town? What's going on uh, with you spiritually?
Hmm.
What's going on with you physically? There are some things that I will not back down from. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in same sex marriage. I don't believe in mutilating kids. And I'm still a Democrat. Um, so we really need to look at where we are. And in fact, a few years ago, I ran for political office, and one of the things that that I stated we should have is called the UP Party, the UP Party, the United People's Party.
Okay. All right.
I remember that.
For me, I am a conservative. I'm not a Republican because I don't believe in subscribing myself to a party. I have in the past voted. Let's see, what did I do? I voted Clinton twice. I voted
Which Clinton?
Bush. I voted Bush twice. I did not vote Obama. I voted Romney once. I stayed out of the election, or the second run of Obama. And for Trump, I didn't vote for Trump, and I didn't vote this time for Trump. I went independent, and I voted for Jill Stein. So I think it's important to, what whatever brings you comfort, whatever you and your family, whatever it's going to do for you is what you do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anybody jump in?
I think it
Open
was
floor.
I think it was smart for this pastor to actually have this message for his congregation. You know, a
Yes.
lot of us forget that in the black church, that was the first place we decided we wanted our vote was in the black church. Um, it was smart for him also to do it because we don't have these conversations in the sanctuary. We don't have these we have these excuse me, we have these conversations outside of the church, but we don't have them in the sanctuary enough. When we begin to have it in the sanctuary, we begin to form unity around our vote. We begin to um, discuss the real issues that are going on in our communities. So for him to have it in the sanctuary, to me, was a very good thing, was a blessing, because not only did the people get to hear his leadership, but people got to hear his political rise, meaning what's in his head.
And it really makes sense as well because I think about times where we've organized health fairs in the church, right? Particularly thinking back to COVID, every church was having health fairs and such and forth, right? Well, when you're thinking about political parties, well, you got to consider which political parties are doing more for health and the health regards of the community, right? Um, if you're going to be one or the other, I'm not particular on either one, right? But if you just let's just say you're going to be Democrat, right? But if you're not doing your research, as Bernard said, you ain't doing your research, and you're not even realizing that the Democratic Party per se is taking away all of the I don't know. Let's just say that they're making certain policies within healthcare that restricts diabetes medicines, right?
Mhm.
But here you are, a devout Democrat, not even knowing that you're voting against your own demise. You know, so it's very, very. I'm piggybacking on what Pastor said. There, it's very, very smart move that he made by bringing that up in the congregation, because most people aren't even aware of the depth of politics, right? And when you think about when the politicians when politics does come up in church, it's pretty much already decided that we all, as the congregation, are supporting this person right here.
All
We're
right.
supporting this party right here.
Let me cut in and ask a question. Okay, this is an open floor answer. Um, why do you think, after so many years of black people voting Democrat, the majority has always been over 90%? Okay, why do you think that the majority has been 90% for the last 60 years, even though the Democrats have proven time and time again that they take our votes for granted?
I think it's all politics, right? You
Mhm.
know, they get in the camera, they get on TV and the news, and they push a narrative, right? And they push it toward the black community. And the only thing they've been pushing, you know, for all of these years is, hey, we got your back. Hey, we're going to speak for you. We're going to be the voice for you. But really, they're just using us as a tool to get to what they need, or get what they need. And that's one thing I don't agree with, because even if you go, you know, further back than that, most black African Americans were Republican in the beginning. That was
Mhm.
the party that most blacks decided to choose to go with. And then, like you said, around the 60s, that started changing. You know, and people started going more Democratic because they were looking for Democrats to kind of open some doors for them. And it's one of those deals where, you know, if you keep telling somebody the same thing over and over and over again, then eventually it comes to reality. You know, no matter if there's truth in it or not, if you say it enough, people start believing it. And I think that's what happened to the black community, to be honest with you.
Mr. Bernard, I can't agree with you more.
Yeah, programming. We as a community, we were programmed to be that way, to the
Yeah.
point where now, uh, within your family, within the black community, if there is, and especially with middle class to low income, right? If somebody within that family steps out of that Democratic box, they voice that they're not with the Democratic Party, they're pretty much ostracized from the family. It
I have
causes a rift in the family.
I have a different opinion on that because in my family, we still have Republicans. We still have people who vote Republicans. We have those who vote independent, and of course, like I said earlier, I'm a soft Democrat. Um, in our family, you vote with what you believe. Um, all families are different. I have a cousin who voted for Trump. I'm not going to say his name.
Mhm.
Uh, of course, I voted for what's his name? Lord,
Miller
I voted.
Harris.
Yeah,
Kamala.
Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, I had dental surgery earlier, so it's hard for me to put stuff together. But I voted for Kamala Harris. That don't change my love for my cousin.
Right, right.
Now, now I joke around with him and I say, "What were you thinking?"
Mhm.
Letting the orange man back in. But at the same time, it's all love. And we could talk about political things and not be offended to each other. It's all about conversation. It's all about respect in that conversation. Like I said, my family votes um, who they are. Some vote Republican, some vote Democrat. I'm a soft Democrat sometimes. I will vote Republican. Now, I did not vote for Trump neither time, but I remember when Bill Clinton first ran. That was the first time voting. I voted Republican because I just did not understand this man. I didn't understand him.
Well, I voted for Jill Stein, and the reason why I voted for her is because she's the only candidate out of all the other candidates out there that actually, well, what's his name? Also had one, Robert F. Kennedy, but I think he had dropped out before anything else, so it
Yeah,
was basically
yeah.
left up to her. She was the only one out of everyone who had a black agenda.
Yeah.
that I could get behind. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that eliminated Trump automatically, and that eliminated uh, Kamala or Kamala. If you say
Right.
her name wrong, she gets
Kamala.
upset. Kamala. Okay. So yeah, that eliminated both of them because I remember Kamala said, "I'm do anything for black. No, I'm not gonna do just anything for black people." And that turned me
Yeah.
off immediately. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh
Yeah.
Lord, another person that.
Well,
Anyway,
that's
let
the
me ask you
thing.
this. Go ahead.
That was. I just want to say what Pastor D just said. That was great that you shared. It's important that you share that truth about your family um, being open in that matter, right? Because what my view is an overall view. We know that not all families are the same, right? But
Mm.
not very many black families in the black community will speak up in that manner the way that you just did, right? Not you have to, and like you all are all saying about having conversation. You have to be willing to have these type of conversations, and somebody has to be willing to step out and say, "Hey, you know what? It's okay. It's okay for us to be different." You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just within our local community, you are a voice. You are someone who people look at uh,
Thank you.
as a leader. So for you to be able to step out, especially on this platform that we're creating right here, right? For you to be able to step out and let the community know something that is traditionally so taboo, for you to be able to step out and say, "Hey, well, within my family, we're all different and we all still love each other." That's huge. That's something that we take for granted, man. We really take that for granted.
Yeah.
I just want to chime in real quick, on this. Um, I don't like to discuss my party affiliations, you know what I mean? Because it kind of, um, I don't want to influence anybody else's opinion, right? I want people to make their own opinions on how things go. But I think one thing that I can say happened with this Trump election is he pulled the curtain back. You know what I'm saying? And he allowed everybody to see what actually happens behind the scenes. He's just one of those guys with no
Yep.
filter. He's gonna say what he want, do what he want. But what he did was pull the curtain
Yep.
back on these politicians and how
Yep.
they really move. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So people need to take
Yep.
all of that into consideration
Yep.
and be like, I need to be a little more careful with my choices. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a little more
Yeah.
careful about the influence that I have, with people around me, with family, with friends, co-workers. That's why I mentioned earlier that sometimes you just got to think about what you say before you say it because words have power.
Yep.
They have true power,
Yep.
right? And that's the problem we're in right now. And I just hope, we all can come together, especially on platforms like this where you got black men talking about true things that's happening in our community with our families, with our people. When this word gets out, I hope people have another conversation with their people and we can kind of spread the word that, you know,
Yes.
uh, we got to open our eyes, right? We got to pay
Yes.
attention to what's going on around us because it doesn't just affect us, right? But it affects the generation of people that's coming behind us.
That's right.
Right.
Yes. 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 And that's the main reason, one of the main reasons why, going back to the question that was asked earlier, why you think that we have been stuck as Democrats, the label has been stuck on us as black people, is because
Absolutely.
it's just been passed down from generation to generation to generation.
100%.
Yep. Real quickly, what changes need to take place in order to get black people to open up their opinions on voting for parties or an ideology instead of just staying stuck on the Democrat Party? Real quickly, we only got like 40 seconds to go.
Again, we need to have conversations. We need to have conversations within our family and outside of our family.
Mhm.
It's not about a political party. It's about what fits our people. It's about what fits our people. I'm still on the United People
Yeah.
platform party, And I feel like for us to be united, we have to have these conversations.
And I'll just kind of piggyback on that. It's kind of like we mentioned earlier, maybe some of the churches need to be a little more active in the community, right? Some of our leaders, some of the politicians, elected officials, maybe they need to do more grassroots type of stuff.
Yes. Conversation. Conversation rules the nation.
Oh,
Absolutely.
something is going on here. Are y'all playing anything in the background?
No,
Oh,
that's you. It's on a
no, that's
timer.
me.
That's
Oh,
you,
I feel
party man.
stupid. That's me, party man.
I'm
Yeah,
finna come
but
over there. I think you got a party going on, man. You try to keep us out.
hey, check this party out.
Accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to many falling off that fine line that I'm treading out. Risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me
All
is
right,
to make nice or make history.
So we can go ahead and save the other subjects for the next show next week. So that's good. But I think we did a bang up job. I think everything went well, went smooth. And so each one of y'all give about a good 30 seconds in the show, and see you guys back next week. Bernard?
Great show, fellas. Great show. I love it. I love it when some brothers come together and speak pure knowledge, straight from the heart. And I think that's what the world needs. And I think Black Men Talking is that exact platform that the world needs at this time, because we got some true minds here on this podcast right here, and true thoughts. And each individual that's on here has the ability to reach millions of people. And I love that fact. And that's what I have for right now.
All right. Anthony?
Yes, sir. I'm just elated that things are going the way that they are going. I am so happy that we're in a time where we can speak up
Yeah.
freely. We take that for granted. We take that as just a cliche that now we can speak. We use that with the civil rights thing, right? But the reality is that with this veil being lifted and the truth about everybody being exposed, it is a prime time for us to quit being afraid to speak. It is a prime time for us to quit being stuck in the box. It is a prime time for the black man to break away from that mold of being the tough guy, keep it all in, don't say nothing. No, brother, speak up, communicate, express yourself. Let the world know what's on your heart and on your mind, because you might be the one that saved this world.
Good deal. Daryl?
Let's face it, we were four black men born as statistics.
4.
Four
Mm,
black men born as
mm,
statistics.
mm,
We
mm.
were not we were not seen to be intelligent at one point. And here we are, four black men, very intelligent, all four in their own lanes. We all four have opinions, and we state opinions. No matter what political party, we are four black men who are united in educating our people on the facts. And it's important that as black men, we begin to open up our mouths, because if we don't spread the word, how will they know?
That's
How
right.
will our
How
people
will
know?
they know? How will they know? All right, y'all. You guys are listening to Black Men Talking BMT. And like I said, we will come back and see you guys next week and start up the conversation with the other two pastors that we have in line and in store. So we will be back. See y'all later.